and welcome to the premiere episode of Unleashed Live with Staci Ann. Hello, I'm Staci Ann, and I'm the creator of List Builders Unleashed and Clients Unleashed. And Unleashed Live is here to help entrepreneurs and online coaches just like you grow your business so you can unleash your business, unleash your income, and unleash your lifestyle in 2014. So I have a mission this year to help 1,000 entrepreneurs just like you start, build, and grow your business. And this is one of the things that I'm doing every single week to help you learn strategies that you can implement right away in your business. So thank you so much for joining me for the premiere episode. So today we're going to talk all about the one mistake that you're making in your business that is killing your online success. It's a simple mistake, but it has a profound impact on your success. Are you curious to know what that mistake is? Inconsistency. So it's inconsistency in marketing your business. And it is a huge mistake, but it's easy to fix. And so today on Unleashed Live, we are going to go through this simple process you can use to create your own marketing calendar so you know exactly what you need to be doing in order to build your business every single day, every single week, and every single month so you can finally find the success that you deserve and desire in your business. So I remember when I was first starting out that I had no idea what I needed to do to actually get clients and make more money in my business. So I was struggling to figure it all out. And, I had a coach that told me this. I had, lots of different, networking buddies that would say this, and they'd say, well, you just need to focus on money-making activities. That sounds like great advice, right? Focus on money-making activities. But here was the catch. I wasn't making any money, so I had no idea what those money-making activities were. I had no idea where I needed to be focusing my time and energy on my business to make money because I hadn't yet made any. So I didn't know what those activities were. So I struggled to figure it out. I would Google how money-making activities in your business. There's not a whole lot that comes up, by the way, but you can try it. And I wasn't getting any clear answers. And so that's actually what I'm going to share with you today is the money-making activities that you need to be doing in your business in order to finally find the success that you want. And it's not just crapshoot, throw some spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks kind of marketing. No, this is strategic marketing that is going to get you results fast. So I actually teach this course inside of List Builders Unleashed, and I teach it to help people strategically grow their lists each and every day. And so I'm actually going to share a little bit of this strategy with you. So it's a sneak peek inside List Builders Unleashed Mastermind, and you're going to get some high quality content over the next 15 minutes. All right, are you excited? So let's just dive right in. So for today, what we're going to be doing is first, we're going to be uncovering the activities that you should be doing in your business every single day, week, and month to grow your business. And then we're going to create your marketing strategy so that every time you sit down to work on your business, you're going to know exactly what you need to be doing. You're even going to have a checklist of activities by the end of Unleashed Live today. All right, and then finally we're going to put it all together and create your 3-month marketing plan so that you can unleash your business on the online world and start to have a profound impact. So you're actually going to start marketing like the big boys, all right? Are you excited? Let's get to it. So the first thing is to actually go ahead and decide what activities it is that you, one, enjoy doing, and 2, have a high impact on your business. Because you want to be consistently marketing your business through things like posting blogs, having a podcast, hosting live streams, doing webinars, things that you can do on a consistent basis. But the key is to actually enjoy these activities, because you can have them on your calendar, but if you don't like doing them, the likelihood of sticking with it is going to be very small. So it needs to be something that you want to do over and over and over and over and over again to infinity, right? Okay, maybe not to infinity, but for long enough to see some result. Because what happens is we get these ideas. We're like, yeah, I'm totally going to start a live stream. And you do your first live stream and 2 people show up, and you're like, man, I put a lot of energy and effort and time into that, and 2 people showed up. It doesn't work. I'm not going to do it again. Well, is it that it didn't work, or that you just didn't give it time to work? So when my very, very first live stream that I started hosting back in September to lead up to my Live the Dream challenge, the first episode, 2 people were on the line. I was like, oh my gosh, I put in a lot of time and effort into that live stream, and 2 people showed up. But then I did it again the next week, and like 8 people showed up. And those 8 people told their friends about the live stream. And so then the next week, like 16 people showed up. And it was this growth that started happening because of the consistency. People started to schedule in the live stream, and they were showing up, and they were being active, and they were being present. And so that's what happens, is once you start to do something over and over and over, people start to expect it, they start to show up for it, and they tell their friends about it. So you start to see this critical mass of people, and that's when the explosion happens. That's when your blog starts to take off. But what we think happens is that we post one blog post, and 1 million people are going to come, and they're going to read it, and your business is just going to take off. No, unfortunately, that's not what happens. It's the consistent action that we take in our business every single day that gets us the results that we desire. We're not going to be instant millionaires. Sucks, right? But it's the truth. But if you consistently work on your business over and over and over, using these marketing activities and daily activities, that's when you start to see the ultimate success, the $1 million business that you're building. All right, so step 1 is to decide what those activities are that you want to do. So first, let's come up with your weekly activities. So what is it that you actually enjoy doing? Do you like to blog, vlog? Do you want to have a podcast? Do you like live streaming? Do you want to do a weekly webinar? Do you want to do a weekly call? What is that activity? Pick 2. All right. So the point of today is to distill down all the craziness of the marketing world into an easy to implement action strategy. Okay. So there's a lot that you can do, but if you just pick something and be consistent with it, you'll find success. So pick 2 activities. Is it blogging, vlogging, podcasting? What is it that you want to do? So pick 2 and write those down that you want to do. Whatever it is, it's your business. You can choose whatever you want. Just because something works for somebody else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So pick the strategies that you are going to enjoy and that you can be consistent with. Okay, if you do a lot of travel, maybe hosting a weekly live stream isn't necessarily the best idea, because you need to make sure you have internet and a place to have the live stream. But maybe a call would be better, because you can just pick up the phone and start talking to people. Okay, so make sure it fits into your lifestyle as well. All right, so let's talk social media, because that's the second step, is your daily activities, and social media is definitely a part of that. So there's so many different social networks. There's Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. I'm missing like 57 of them. So there's so many different places you can spend time online, and it becomes really overwhelming if you're trying to be on every single social media network all at once, right? You log into your computer, and that's all you feel like you're doing, is you're just updating your Facebook status, you're going to Pinterest, you're pinning this, you're Instagramming that, and it's like, oh my gosh, where does it end, right? Well, it ends right now, because we're going to stop trying to build an engaged community on all of these platforms. And right now, just pick 2. That's it. Just 2 social networks that you enjoy and that your ideal client is spending time on. And that is where you're going to start building your community. All right. So yes, you should have a presence on all the other social networks, but really focus in on the 2 social networks that you want to build your community. Be active, be engaged, and really communicate with the people inside of that network. Okay. Social media just got so much easier, didn't it? All right, so now let's talk about something else that is a big money-making activity, and that's strategic partnerships. And this is something that you should be doing every single day in your business, and that is building up strategic partnerships. So you can go into groups on Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, and start networking with people that you think might be a good partner for your business. You can, reach out and connect with people and really build up a partnership with people. Yes, this does mean that you probably have to get offline and pick up the phone or pick up Skype and talk to people. And it's scary, but it works. So every day, be going into your groups and connecting with people and reaching out and making those powerful connections that are going to bring you referrals and they're going to build up your strategic partners for people to host joint webinars with, be on telesummits with them, and things like that. All right. So now you have your daily activities, social media, and your strategic partners. And now you have your weekly activities. So is it your blog, your podcast, whatever. And now you want to come up with your monthly activities. So what is it you want to do every single month to build your business? And for a lot of this, it's probably a live event, some type of big live event, whether it's an actual in-person event or a live online event. You want to do something every single month that's really getting you lots of visibility. I like to network in person because I just like to connect with people. I like to reach out, I like to meet them, and I like to learn more about people. So a networking event is something that I do every single month. It's on my calendar, and I get out there and I network. So now just decide what it is that you want to do every single month and just pencil it in. All right, so now you have, instead of all these crazy marketing, like, what am I going to do with my marketing? Now it becomes very simplified, and you know that every day what to do. Every week, what you're going to put out into the world. So for me, every week, I have a blog post that comes out on Monday. I send out my newsletter on Tuesday. I do a webinar on Wednesday, and I do a live stream on Thursday. So I know that those are my marketing activities that I'm going to be doing every single week. And I just put those all together the week before, and then it's like this cycle of everything I do, and it's the same every single week. And I get more and more people on each webinar, more and more people on each hopefully live stream. This is the very first one. So more and more people are going to be on the next live stream, and it's just going to build up from there, right? So see how simple that is? And then every month. So now what I want you to do is get out a calendar, whether you need to print one off the internet or if you have one handy, get a calendar and write out all of these activities. Like actually put your weekly activities and your monthly activities onto this calendar, and so that you know when your blog post is coming out, when your live stream is happening, what day you're going to get out and network, okay? And just have it in front of you and keep it posted in your office space so that you see it and you know it. And if you have a VA, this becomes very simple because you can just pass these marketing tasks off onto her or him now, right? Because you have somebody else that can help you out with these things, and they know when each thing has to happen. Your audience begins to expect that your blog or vlog or podcast are coming out on these certain days, and people get excited about hearing what it is that you have coming out. Okay? How exciting. Now, let's talk about your daily tasks, because now that you know what you should be doing every time you sit down to your computer, so instead of getting confused and being like, all right, what should I be doing to build my business? I want you to write out your daily task list. So the first thing should be update your social media, your 2 social media statuses, right? And connect in your groups. And then what is it that you need to be doing daily in order to be seen more online? So what is it that you need to be doing to make sure your blog post is posted on time, or your live stream? Maybe you should write a little of your live stream, or whatever it might be. So actually write out the 5 to 10 things that you need to do every day to market your business. And so then what you're going to do is just every day, schedule out an hour, 2 hours, and make that happen. So you're busy, you probably have kids, you might have a second job, your business is you want to grow it, but you might not be able to focus a full 40, 60, 80 hours a week on your business. So now you have strategic plan for when you do have time to sit down and work on your business. You know that instead of spending 8 hours on Facebook and not actually accomplishing anything, you can log into Facebook for 20 minutes and accomplish what it is you need to accomplish, get off, and then move on to the next task, right? So instead of all this like, well, what should I be doing? You're going to know. Okay, now let's take this to expert status, all right? Are you ready? So now what I want you to do is think about the next 3 months in your business and what it is that you want to accomplish and what it is that you want to have happen. Think big promotions, launches, more strategic things. And this is how you're going to start marketing like the big boys. Start marketing like Target markets, okay? Because Target doesn't just think, oh, hey, let's have a contest and see what happens. No, they plan this out for months and they know exactly what the contest is going to be. They know what the prize is going to be. They know how long they're going to run it for. They know who they're going to target, and they know how they're going to follow up that strategy. And the follow-up strategy is 98% of the success of it. And that's exactly what I teach inside of List Builders Unleashed, is the follow-up strategy, right? So we're going to start marketing like Target. Okay, how do you do that? Plan out your 3-month marketing plan. When do you want to have a contest? When do you want to host a big webinar? When do you want to launch your program? And inside the calendar that you've created with your weekly and monthly marketing activities, plan it out. Highlight in there, we're going to have a contest on Pinterest this week, and this is the prize, and this is, the follow-up strategy. I'm going to launch my program on this date, and this is, what's going to happen before that. So start thinking ahead in your business, when it comes to marketing. Stop. One thing that I felt like for a long time in my business was that I was reactive. I would get this idea and I'd try it and then nothing would happen. I wouldn't get any results from it. And I was being reactive in my marketing. And when I became proactive, when I decided this was my plan, this was my strategy, and this is what I was going to do, that's when I started to get momentum in my business, because I was planning it out. I was like, this is when I'm going to launch, and then this is my follow-up strategy, and then I'm going to do a big, push here, and then I'm going to relaunch my program. And I had a plan. So first, I actually started getting momentum in my business because there was always something next coming. I wasn't relying on one big webinar to, make a lot of money. It was a lot of smaller actions, and it was building up to that success level. So that was the first thing. I first started getting momentum. Second, I stopped being so completely overwhelmed with my marketing because I had no idea what I was doing for a really long time, and it was so overwhelming. I didn't really do anything. And so once I came up with a simplified plan, I actually had an action strategy for what I was going to do. And it's not complicated, right? Nothing is complicated about putting out a blog post and putting out a newsletter. It's not like it's rocket science, right? We're not over here doing rocket science. But what makes you the advanced marketer is that you have a strategy for how you're going to put it all together, and you have consistency, because every single day, week, and month you have something coming out, and you're being seen by your audience, and you're having people connect with you, and you're building that relationship. Okay, so I'm so excited to see your marketing in action. I love it. So do you feel good about your plan? Are you excited to take action? So this week, work off of your new marketing plan and see how much simpler it becomes. And one thing that I noticed happening was I would sit down and be like, oh, I've done everything. Wait, what am I going to do now? Because I was getting things done so fast. It was like, I have time to do something else. And once I started really simplifying the plan, that's when I decided to start a live stream. And that's when I had time to start doing weekly webinars, is because everything else was already just planned out, and it was in such a streamlined system that I was like, I have like an extra 10 hours a week of my life back. So I'm going to start doing something else. I'm going to start doing a live stream. I'm going to start doing a webinar, and I'm actually going to start stopping business at like 5 o'clock, which is something I wasn't doing. I was like, I'll just go until 10 o'clock and we'll see what happens, right? So I'm so excited to see what happens when you actually put this strategy in action. Now, do you want the full course? Do you want to really dive in and start learning how to put all this together to build your list and follow up with your with your people and really continue to build that relationship and start making more sales, yes, then I invite you to learn more about List Builders Unleashed Mastermind to see if that is the right program for you. So you can learn more about that at mastermind.listbuildersunleashed.com. There's no www in front of it. It's just mastermind.listbuildersunleashed.com. See if that's the program for you, because if you enjoyed today's training, then this is exactly what you get inside of List Builders Unleashed, but at a more in-depth level, a more actionable, fuller level. So this is a taste of what you get inside of that. All right, so I just want to thank you so much for joining me today for Unleashed Live. It's been an absolute honor to help you break down all the craziness of online marketing into a simple, easy to implement action strategy. And one thing I want to leave you with is the only difference between you and the gurus is that the gurus have found a strategy that works, and they've continued to implement that strategy over and over and over to find success. They did not become an overnight sensation. It was the result of daily, weekly, and monthly activities that they put into action. They found the strategy that worked for them, and they just did it over and over and over until it worked. All right, that's the only difference, and you can find that success too. So I just want to thank you again so much for joining me. I'm Staci, and I am the creator of List Builders Unleashed and Clients Unleashed, and I hope to see you back here next Thursday for the next Clients Unleashed Live. Have a great evening, and I will see you next time.